Good morning, military servicemen and women. Thank you so much for taking some time to join us this morning at our pancake breakfast. From the Crest Hill family to you, a sincere thank you for your service and dedication to our country. We honor you not only today, but every day.
Good morning, Crest Hill.
And welcome to a very special Veterans Day CAN broadcast.
We're your hosts,
Mr. Norton
and Mr. Kephart.
This Veterans Day CAN edition includes many valuable and informative segments such as
U.S. military interviews,
a special feature on what freedom means to CMS 8th grade social studies students,
and the meaning behind the national anthem.
Now it's time for a few words from our principal, Mr. Rundle.
Good morning, Crest Hill. This is your principal, Mr. Rundle. Today is the 10th of November, 2017. Hey, it's also the day, as you will see here with CAN, where we are celebrating Veterans Day. Veterans Day officially comes tomorrow. We recognize it economically and culturally on this Friday, and so it's a great way for us to celebrate the men and the women who have defended and protected and given really their career and their hearts to the great experiment that we call the United States of America. So to all veterans, those on staff, and those that will be recognized in our broadcast today, we do offer you our most sincere gratitude and appreciation for what you've done. So happy Veterans Day for everybody. And the other thing that's happening important today is it's the birthday of Lady Pam. Lady Pam, as you know, is my secretary in the front office. Lady Pam is a naturalized, is that the name, citizen? She has become an American citizen through the process, obviously born and raised in England. And so for Lady Pam today, we salute you and celebrate you. She keeps this doggone school running, guys. You have no idea how hard she works. She has to keep track of me and my schedule, and she does everything she can to make sure our school is running beautifully for you as well. So thank you, Lady Pam. We love you, and dilly dilly to Lady Pam.
Beautiful.
Thanks, Mr. Rundle. Now let's hear from two Navy veterans.
Okay, my name is David Pfeiffer. I'm retired Navy. I spent 23 years in the Navy. I retired in 1988.
All right. Can you share with us some of your experiences in the Navy?
I first went in the Navy in 1964, and they assigned me to the Marine Corps at that time because the Marine Corps doesn't have any medical or dental people. So I went with the Marine Corps, and I ended up going to Vietnam. And I was there from December 65 to January 67. And so my experiences there were working with the medical battalion. And then we had a program called People to People. We flew out on helicopters to go to villages to provide first aid, medical and dental treatment to the children and some older people in the villages, but that's basically it. And then of course, I got out for a couple of years, and I went back in 71, and I ended up going to another school for making dentures and crowns and stuff. So I ended up learning that in the Navy, and that's what I still do today.
Great. Thank you for your service.
You're welcome.
Well, hello. My name's Gary Senecott, and I was in the United States Navy from 1965 to 1969. My rank was AMH-2, which is Aviation Hydraulics Mechanic, second class, E5. My job was working on airplanes. I worked in a training squadron. We kept the airplanes running so we could train the pilots for Vietnam at the time.
All right. So what does Veterans Day mean to you?
Well, Veterans Day is a very special day because it gives us a chance to celebrate and recognize and very much remember the guys who paid the ultimate price, who have served their country so we can have the life that we have today.
So what are some of your experiences in the Navy?
Well, first of all, I went to boot camp at San Diego, California. We're in Colorado now. And I was stationed out in the middle of Mojave Desert, and I thought as going into the Navy, I was surprised they put me in the middle of the desert, but that's where they have the training squadron, and that's where I started my training to work on aircraft. And I worked in a support group out there, and then I went to Memphis, Tennessee to go to school, aviation hydraulics school, and from there I went down to Pensacola, Florida, where I spent the duration of my duty, and I was in for four years.
All right, thank you for your service.
Well, thank you so much. Thanks for the opportunity of letting me help you and be able to tell you about my experiences as well.
Personally, it's an honor to serve as a veteran of the United States Navy. I had a chance to see lots of different parts of the world, work with great people, and to be a part of something that was bigger than myself.
I agree. It was awesome to be able to serve this country, defend it, protect it, work with great people out there. There's some amazing people that I'm honored to be with and call myself a fellow brother of veterans with.
Thank you, veterans, for all that you do. You hold a special place in our hearts. You are the true heroes. Thank you for your service to this great country. Happy Veterans Day.
Hey, have you heard about the 8th grade freedom essay?
Yes, they're writing about what freedom means. Let's listen to a few of them.
Mahatma Gandhi once said, "Freedom is not worth having if it does not connote freedom to earn." Mistakes are what lead you to success. Our nation's transition to independence seemed like a mistake at first, but it grew into the glue that holds us together to this very day. Now, we strive to set the example for freedom while much of the world struggles to keep up. However, freedom is not built by following examples, but by changing perspectives. In America's past, Dr. Martin Luther King fought for civil rights not just for African Americans, but for all human beings. He challenged the long-standing attitude towards race with nonviolence and clever civil disobedience. To fight for freedom, he exercised the very rights we have today, the very rights our mistake of a country was built upon. To me, this changing of perspectives defines freedom. I am not born with freedom, but I have the ability to make it. Each day serves as an opportunity to better myself and my outlook on life. One's freedom follows them every day. When my parents immigrated to this country and left their own, they also brought their freedom. A new environment, a new perspective yielded endless opportunities. The goal is to die with memories, not with dreams. One should never be afraid to limit their perspectives, otherwise one can never have true freedom. Without limitless freedom, there can be no future. The promise of freedom places us one step closer to making it a reality.
Speaking of service to our country, let's learn about the meaning behind the national anthem.
Hey Cresto, welcome to the special Veterans Day Can segment. Today, I will be talking about the meaning of the Star-Spangled Banner. What is the meaning of the Star-Spangled Banner lyrics? The meaning of the Star-Spangled Banner lyrics reflect the patriotic feelings of Francis Scott Key when he saw the enormous U.S. flag flying over Fort Henry. Francis Scott Key was inspired to write the lyrics to the Star-Spangled Banner after he had been detained by the British and had watched the bombardment of Fort McHenry during the Battle of Baltimore on the night of September 13th and 14th, 1814. This anthem is included in NFL games, baseball games, basketball games, and other sporting events.
I'm Tiffany Carley. I am Amy Belknap's long-term sub, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to be able to share a little bit about the national anthem. I love that song. Every time we hear it or sing it or are in a room or stadium or grouping where it's sung, it brings back gratitude for the country we live in, and in honor of Veterans Day, we're grateful for the people who made it the country that we enjoy today.
When I think of the anthem, I think of the stories that I've read about it and how many people have sacrificed their life for it, and I am just in awe that some people in the past have cared enough to sacrifice their life for a symbol of our country. It's amazing.
That's all for today, Crest Hill.
A special thank you for all of our local visiting veterans.
Make it a great day, and tomorrow be mindful of those who have sacrificed to give and protect the freedoms you enjoy today and tomorrow.
All right, here's your Mr. Rundle lame joke for this Friday the 10th. What do envelopes say when you lick them? Nothing. It shuts them up. Mr. Rundle saying, love you guys, dilly dilly, peace out.